In every corner of our lives it lingers, hidden in plain sight. Unseen by some, but experienced by many. It is recorded that 75% of women have experienced public sexual harassment in their lifetime. I'm Eva Griffiths, and in this two-part series I'll peel back the curtain on one of society's most persistent and normalised violations. This is sexual harassment, hidden in plain sight. Public transport is meant to be a lifeline, a vital part of daily life, connecting people to work, school and everything in between. But for many, the experience of using public transport is not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about navigating an environment where personal safety is constantly at risk. A study done by the British Transport Police found that over a third of women have been victims of sexual harassment or sexual offences while commuting. Back in 2023, Tilly Snaith was a victim of sexual harassment while travelling on a train. She opened up to me about what happened and how this has shaped her as a person.
So I was on a train from London back to Wakefield, where I live. And while I was on the train, my boyfriend at the time went to the toilet. And while he was at the toilet, I noticed there was a guy who was sat just adjacent, a row in front but on the other side. And he was watching a video on his phone, and the video he was watching on his phone was actually a zoomed in video of my bum, which I noticed it straight away, and I kind of huffed and puffed, and then he noticed and he turned around and looked at me directly, which is how I knew it was definitely intentional, because he made direct eye contact with me, and as if oh, you've caught me.
Regional Director for Northern Rail, Kerry Peters, talks us through what steps to take if you feel as though you may have faced sexual harassment on a train.
So the first thing to do, I think, is there's always a member of staff on the train. So if you haven't seen the conductor coming through, the conductor is usually based at the rear of the train. So make your excuses, get out of where you are, go to the rear of the train and, knock on the cab door to try and get the attention of the conductor. They will help you, support you. There's also the British Transport Police have a text number, which is 61016, and that's the number that we encourage anyone to report anything untoward, and then the British Transport Police will get in contact with them on that. But the British Transport Police will take all cases very seriously, and what it enables us to do is if we get it reported on the day, if you report it to a member of staff, we can view the CCTV on the train, we can review the CCTV at the stations, we can identify perpetrators, hopefully, and be able to follow that up. And if it is somebody who's known to the police, then they'll be able to track that person as well. So we always encourage to report it.
Tilly was still a minor at the time of the incident, being only 17. Research found that 80% of girls aged 13 to 18 don't feel safe going outside on their own. When it comes to public sexual harassment, one of the biggest concerns for victims is whether action will be taken. Detective Sergeant Sarah Alexander plays a key role in training officers in safeguarding, ensuring officers know how to respond when these incidents arise.
So we're doing more and more and more training over the summer. We're trying to retrain every single response officer across the whole of West Yorkshire over the next few months, in terms of responding to any sexual incident. So that's a massive, massive area, and no other force is doing that except us. So I think that's a big step forward.
Reports of sexual harassment on public transport rose by 20% in the past year, with 11,000 complaints being made.
So is there really an increase in public sexual harassment, or is it that people are better at reporting it now and we're better at recording it? The police as a whole have become really good in terms of publicising what is sexual harassment, and that incorporates social media, it goes across the news, all sorts of press releases that we've done.
Back in 2021, the West Yorkshire Police launched a VOG strategy, making violence against women and girls a priority within the force. Although progress is being made towards a safer society, we must become less naive to the scale of public sexual harassment. Then, we can hope experiences like Tilly and Jasmine's won't happen to anyone else.